What's up, everybody? Unsportsmanlike Conduct, Gabb Bree, back for another week to talk some sports
Hi,
with you
guys.
guys. It's been a fun week.
Yeah, busy.
Busy.
Lots going on, lots of basketball, lots of takes flying on the Bird app.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, like spicy ones, not nice ones, outrageous ones. Everyone that has an opinion is letting everybody know today and last night. And it's just still going.
Sure are.
Oof.
And listen, everybody's entitled to your own opinion. That doesn't mean you have to share it all the time.
Yeah, sometimes it's good to just not. Maybe, but whatever. Here we are.
Whatever. Yeah, I mean, let's just start right there then. Women's basketball.
Women's college basketball.
We have arrived finally on like the national stage. Twitter was full of commentary from the two games last night.
Oh, I was entertained.
Like we're there now, finally. Which, you know, you could make the argument that like, hey, what took everybody so long? But like whatever, it's happened. Those were some of you and I grew up playing basketball. We've been basketball fans our entire lives. I've grown up a UConn Huskies fan my entire life, going to like the women's tournaments and stuff like that. And I've seen a lot of good women's games. Those two last night were some of the best I've seen in a long time, if maybe ever, just because of the talent on the court, the implications of everything, the storylines. Yeah, it was awesome. It was really fun. I had a great time watching both of those games. I was a little stressed in the second game for a hot second. I was really, really nervous about that UConn game because USC is a really, really good team, and Juju Watkins being a freshman doing the things that she's doing, like I was real nervous. But what UConn is doing with 7 healthy players is crazy. So yeah, I mean, it was really cool to see, everyone was watching, everyone was talking about it. So not all of it was positive, but for the most part, I feel like it was.
I think for the most part, people had a good time.
Yeah, I agree. And that's really all you could ask for people like us who have been, saying like, hey, women's basketball, women's sports. And then now you got a Final Four matchup of Caitlin Clark versus Paige Beckers.
Awesome.
Unbelievable. You have on the other side NC State, who I think kind of shocked a lot of people this tournament. I know they're a 3 seed and like you expect a 3 seed to be successful, but I mean, they didn't have an easy road. And then on the other side of that, South Carolina, who's just kicking the crap out of everybody. So I don't think you could ask for 2 better games, 4 better teams in the women's side of the tournament than what we have coming up Friday night. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm excited that it's going to be in Cleveland.
Are you going? Are you going to anything?
I'm not going to the games. I'm going to a few events throughout the week, but I'm not going to the games. I'm going to a watch party on Friday. That'll be really fun.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot of things going on. There's a free Lotto concert that I'm going to on Saturday.
That's fun.
So that'll be cool. Yeah, but there's already so many people here. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's I'm going to all the men's stuff this weekend. And like the same thing, free concerts, fan fests, things like that. So like a free Mumford & Sons concert.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like I've wanted to see them a whole life. And now there's a free concert in the park somewhere in Phoenix. You could just pop in. It's like Black Keys, Mumford & Sons. The Jonas Brothers are there one night.
Oh, what?
All free.
That's
Free.
Fun. That's so fun.
Insane.
Yeah. Those are really great to go to.
So, yeah. So this weekend for both of us is going to be pretty fun. I'm just like, I'm at the point now where with both UConn teams being in it, I'm like trying to talk myself down a little bit.
It's always best to go in with low expectations. That's how I've learned being like a Cleveland sports fan. You got to go low, and once you go low, they really can't do any lower.
Yeah. It's tough because like I'm looking at this men's team and I'm like, genuinely, who can beat them? But then I'm looking at this women's team and I'm like, oh, they're overcoming everything, 6 season-ending injuries and they're still in the Final Four. So like, I'm trying my best to not get ahead of myself here, but like at the same time, I don't know if I can. So, but I'm excited. This whole weekend is gonna be so fun.
Yeah, I'm excited also. I think it's going to be really good just for, not to say it's not going to be good for everybody else, but like for the city of Cleveland specifically, what a great time to have this group of women at your Final Four. Like, it couldn't be more perfect.
For sure. Building off of that though, sticking to the women's conversation, I do want to say something about, there's still that ongoing negativity when it comes to the women's basketball. And
there's a lot of condescending.
It's at this point, I feel like if you are saying these things, I don't even think you believe them anymore. I think you're just like sticking to your guns and like trying to continue the bit.
Or you're just telling on yourself.
That's or both. Yeah. Or both. Because I don't know how even if you didn't watch the games last night, like I don't know how you go on Twitter, you go on Instagram, you go on TikTok, any form of social media that you use, and you don't see a highlight or a graphic or anything like posted on there. And then say that nobody cares. Like,
the nobody cares is old. That you can't use that one anymore. Everybody cares.
It's just, and like the one person I not never expected, but like truly didn't have on my bingo card to say some crap about name however many players was former NHLer Bobby Ryan.
Now, so I saw that tweet, and that's that. I thought it was just a random like,
oh no,
man on Twitter just being, how they all are, just saying the things they want to say. That's an NHL player.
So did I at first.
Oh,
and then I clicked on, I went to the profile and I clicked on the profile picture because I was like, what man with an unwashed ass is saying some shit like this?
And it's
and it was, he's not in the NHL anymore.
God. Well, yeah, I can see why. He needs to figure out some different.
There's he's got his whole own lore and everything like that, but long story short, he's not in the NHL anymore.
Okay.
And he hasn't been for a bit. But to say, like, you can't name 1, you can't name 2, try to name 5 to 7. Like, dude, I can rattle off 10. And, like, I'm a fan, so whatever. But, like, we talked about this last week. The most basic basketball fan at this point
knows more women.
More likely name more women, more college women players than anybody in the men's side. And that's not a knock to the men's side. It's just that's how good the women's game is right now. To the point where like they are household names. How many times do we see Caitlin Clark on the TV? She's in insurance commercials. Like household names. Like let's name 5. Come on. Like be serious. And then he was going to everybody. He was going to everybody and say, "Oh, nice Google." Like,
what? And how old is this guy?
Like 37.
Okay, what are we doing here?
With like, kids, he's got like I think he's got a daughter too. So like,
okay, well that's really bad. That's actually it's just sad. If that's what you're doing with your time after that was such an amazing night,
right?
And it affected you in such a negative way for no reason that you have to go on there and say that. I just don't really understand that. But I guess if that's how he wants to pass his time, I hope he's having so much fun doing it. I think everyone thinks you're an idiot.
Yeah. Like, I just.
So that was weird. And then I saw someone quote and say, well, the viewership for last night was more than the Stanley Cup Finals, so maybe you guys should figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Somebody said, I saw one tweet that said the women's championship last year had more views or higher viewership than the Stanley Cup. And he was like, oh, you're just making that number up.
Well, it's a real number. So
like, what? How about you Google? How about you hop on Google and learn something?
Yeah, that's like what we were saying, though. The comments have been outrageous.
It's ridiculous. The one about talent, too. That one really irked me.
Yeah, like they thought they were doing something with that. They thought that it was like a compliment, but it was really condescending. I forget what it said. What did it say? It said the women finally have enough talent that makes men want to watch. Meanwhile,
something like that, yeah.
These men watch every single night the Washington Wizards and the Detroit Pistons play basketball, and you're going to say you're finally watching the women because they have talent when you guys watch that crap every night.
So this is the direct team, but like the direct tweet. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are perfect examples that when the talent is good enough, men are absolutely willing to support women's sports.
So they have to be good for you to support them?
Timeout.
That weird one.
Brother. Yeah. 2 incredibly talented players. Thank you for acknowledging that. Right. However.
Good start. Really poor finish.
He looks like he's our age. So like mid to late 20s. In our lifetime, there have been unbelievable amounts of highly talented women's basketball players. Just off the top of my head, I can probably name 10 to 15. Just off the top. So I don't think the talent is the reason why you haven't been watching. I think it's a little bit deeper than that.
Yeah.
And we don't need to like diagnose that right now. I think we all know what it is, but we don't need to diagnose it. So, but let's not hide it under the guise of, oh, well, they haven't been as talented. Now. Because you had Breanna Stewart 10 years ago, win 4 championships in a row, AP Player of the Year 4 years in a row, whatever, like unprecedented things. So let's not pretend the talent is new in the sport. Maybe new to you, but it's not new. Shout out Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, though, getting the people talking.
Yeah, I love Angel Reese. I don't know if we want to go down that road, but everything that she said after the game was very sad. It sucks that she has to sit there and explain herself and go down all these things that have happened to her and the things that other people are doing to her. That sucks that she can't talk about the greatness of her team in that moment because people are still going to use that against her regardless.
Right.
I just don't think these people realize how strong of a woman she is to be able to sit up there, take everything that these people say about her, and then continue to act like nothing has ever happened.
Yeah.
Right.
And then for Flage and Haley to sit there too.
Yeah.
And completely just disregard like anything that happened in the game because at that point it didn't even matter. She's up there having a literal breakdown.
Because she knows what these people are going to do and what they're going to say and how she has to be.
Yeah. And on top of all of that, she's got 48 hours to make her decision on if she wants to go into the WNBA or stay for her last year. Like the amount of stress and like emotional pressure that comes from the second that clock hit 0 in that game.
Mm-hmm.
For the next 2 days. It's crazy. That's hard. So I completely understand the crying aspect of it because
she doesn't know it could be over. You don't know.
Yeah. People are weird the way that like, and I do think it sucks, but I do think a lot of the reason why people view the LSU team the way they do is because of Mulkey. which isn't fair because everybody on that team is there because they deserve to be there. They're obviously very, very good. Just so happens that their head coach may not be a very nice person, not well liked, and it's like the trickle down effect. It goes to her, and then because they're associated, it's just, which sucks. It's not fair. But sometimes it comes with the territory, and she all season long took it on the chin until she, finally had the breaking point. And again, I don't blame her. I would have had my breaking point a long time ago if I was in that situation.
If she would have just started like cursing everybody out and started saying things to everybody, I'd say, yeah, they deserve it. I respect that too.
I also saw a lot of people say like, oh, well, she talks a lot of shit, but now that she lost, she can't take it. Like it's not, yes, but it's not the same.
Ever.
It's not like she's sitting up there and like not answering questions and just crying because she's sad that they lost. She's sitting up there answering your questions and opening up about how being at the caliber that she is so stressful and all the things that she's dealt with that we don't even know. And she still was a key factor in that team's success all year long. Even though the beginning of the season, she was benched for whatever reason, which I'm sure, that's eating at her too when she's sitting up there talking about this stuff. Like, but it's not the same as she's on the court shit talking an opposing player. And then she's going to go sit on the podium and cry. Like it's just not, doesn't even out there.
I just don't think there was any outcome that people would like.
Yeah.
Regard. Like no matter what she did, there was going to be something someone was going to say.
Right. And there always is.
Yeah. The craziest part about the whole thing is that they're acting like this LSU team has never done anything at all. They literally won last year.
Like
they're winners. Like they've already done it. Sure, it sucks that
just
it didn't
about
happen again, but
just about 365 days ago. Like we're not even a full year. We're close, but not a full year removed. And they were very good all year long. They were what, a 5-loss team? 5, I think 5 sounds right. Which newsflash is the same amount of losses Iowa had this year. So I don't know. I really do. I really do think it's a lot of it is the Mulkey bias.
Should we do like a little quick thing on that?
Yeah.
I just have a few thoughts. Yeah, I read the whole thing.
Okay, so did I.
I read the whole thing and it wasn't anything that we've not heard before.
Right.
So I don't know. I just don't really know what to even say about it. Maybe they took something out. Maybe she just heard word of it, so she got a little nervous and then put that statement out. And then once it came out, it just wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it was bad, but
there's still some stuff in there that's not, I wouldn't be happy about.
No, but it's not new.
But it's not, yeah, right. It's not breaking news. It's nothing we haven't heard before. It's not lies. And I think it's different than what we all expected it to be. And I think that is because she went on that little tirade and was like, I'm going to sue and I'm going to this and that. And that you're all liars and sleazy, blah, blah, blah. Like all whatever nonsense she said. So I feel like the guy that wrote the article had to go back and kind of.
Like some story wasn't.
Yeah. Because like he quoted her memoir a lot because she wouldn't sit down for an interview. So like that's public record. You're publishing a book and it's out there. That's easy to use. If it's your own words and your own life story, you're going to call yourself a liar. Like I'm interested to know what she thought this was going to be. I have an idea. I have an idea of what I think we all thought it was going to be, but specifically what she thought it would be to freak out like that.
We never got it.
And there are bits and pieces of it in the article itself to kind of like support what I'm thinking. But also like it's nothing new. We know her thoughts on, you know, a lot of the social issues that surround, you know, women's basketball, whether it's same-sex relationships or race. Like, we know she's been doing this for a long time, so it's not like she's new and we're just learning these things about her. Like, we know. I'm very interested to know what she thought.
And if you weren't going to come out, like, if I guarantee some people read that and it made them a fan of her. Honestly.
Yeah. I saw a lot of people say, oh, she's just tough on her players. That's a good coach.
Right. That's like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, sure. Tough on your players. There's a lot of coaches throughout the history of sports that we would consider very good coaches that are tough on their players. But like, there's a difference between being tough and just being not nice and kind of hateful, if that's a word we want to use.
But it seems like it's not just towards her players. It trickles over into other aspects.
Yeah.
So that's what I gained from that article, but really nothing crazy.
Yeah. I did think the story about her dad was interesting. It
was sad.
Yeah, I didn't know much about that. And the fact that her dad like
walked out on her family and is still trying to come back.
All of that, but like the fact that he even agreed to do the interview.
Yeah, they probably paid him.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's a good point. I truly didn't even think of that.
Or he thought maybe, hey, if I do this, she'll see that I still care, and then she'll want to like rekindle whatever relationship he can.
Yeah,
but I don't see that happening
because he's old. She's what, like 62, so he's got to be 80.
He's 80 something. Yeah.
So maybe like a last ditch effort to mend that relationship or something. I don't know. Yeah, but it wasn't, the whole story itself it was more of like a profile than
it just
expose or something.
All it did was say, hey, she has done a lot of things to get where she needs to be. Some sad, some a little crazy, and now here we are.
Yeah, pretty much it. So yeah, whatever. I did notice though yesterday during the game and like the media availabilities before, after, and then her interviews during, it was probably the nicest I've heard her speak to reporters before, which was interesting. Like I know Holly Rowe has the respect of almost everybody in the women's basketball world, and she's very, very good at what she does. And I know Kim Mulkey kind of isn't the nicest person ever when it comes to answering questions, especially in the middle of a game that they're losing. But the way she answered Holly and talking about like stopping Caitlin Clark and stuff, and then even the post game saying what she said to Caitlin about like how she's happy she's going to the WNBA. She doesn't have to deal with her anymore.
She grabbed her by the neck. I said,
"Oh my god, yeah, that's been her thing."
I said that's a little aggressive.
She grabbed that girl from Middle Tennessee State by the face. I was like,
does she not know her own strength here? I know she's just 60 years old, but you're still whipping them around like that. That's crazy.
She's no personal boundaries, seems. I would be so scared if she came up to me and just grabbed me by the face. Like suck my soul out or something.
Oof.
Oh man. Anywho.
That's LSU. They had a good season. Great season last year, and we'll see what happens with them.
Do you think Angel Reese is going to come back?
I do.
So do I.
Yeah, I do think that she's going to. I feel like she's going to make more money, probably.
Yeah. I did. Do you see, speaking of that, do you see Darren Rovell's tweet?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw the tweet.
We just need to revoke internet access.
Yeah.
From that man. Like, I'm not, whatever she decides to do, I hope she doesn't do it with me, the fan, in mind. I hope she does it with her wallet in mind and her pockets in mind and her family. We have nothing to do with that decision. He's a lunatic. She's definitely coming back and going number 1 in the 2025 draft. I don't know about number 1. I think even now, though, if she went into the draft, like, she'd be top 5.
Yeah.
For sure. I think top 5 again next year. But is this pre-recorded? No.
No.
We're live. Hi. Welcome. We're here. Yeah, I don't think number 1 overall. But we can move on from college. We did 30 minutes on mainly women's college basketball.
I have one more thing though.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Your girl Paige.
My girl Paige.
LeBron stan. That's all I want to say.
She is. I know she is.
All I want to say. I was like looking at the tweets. I was like, wow, okay, this is great. Welcome to Cleveland. I hope you have a great time here. LeBron's not here, but he was at some point in time. So
yeah. That's my girl. I love her. I'm so proud of her. It's ridiculous. It kind of, part of me wants to like skip going to Arizona this weekend and go to Cleveland and watch them do that, but
$100 to get in.
Yeah. I can't swing that. Sorry, girlies. I was talking to my grandma the other day. If you guys know anything about UConn women's basketball, they have a very large elderly following. Every senior citizen from Connecticut is like a super fan. I love that. I want to say I was in like middle school or early high school. There was an article in our local paper about like all of our grandparents would go to town hall into like the multipurpose room and watch the UConn games and have parties and take the bus from our town up to Hartford to go to like the Big East tournaments and stuff. And there was a little like interview with my grandma and my grandpa. Oh. I got to find it. She's got it somewhere in her house. I got to find it. But they're nuts. Like she screams at the TV. Like I am watching a football game. That's her. So I was talking to her on Easter. I was like, what do you think? How are we feeling going into this USC game? And she gave me the full breakdown. Everything. Matchups, strategy. Her biggest thing was the foul situation. Mm-hmm. You know, if Nika Mule doesn't foul out, they'll be okay. Which she didn't. And they were fine. So if there's anything, like if there's any part of the UConn Huskies coaching staff that needs a little 80-year-old woman that lives down in South Carolina, enemy territory, she can go do some scouting if we need her to. But like she is loyal to that team. It's crazy.
That's funny.
Crazy. To the point where she gives my since passed grandfather in his urn updates.
Oh, yeah. Just gotta let him know.
This is what happened in the game tonight. Like, he can probably hear her yelling from all the way up there, wherever he may be. He doesn't.
That's funny.
He doesn't need the post-game updates as well. But he gets them. So, but yeah, like that's the thing. It's just, I don't even know how I got started on this, but the old people of Connecticut, it's like these are all their granddaughters and they're all playing. It's insane. I've never seen anything like it. But yeah, women's college basketball. Pretty cool. Pretty cool that we're sitting here talking about this the way we are. So
yeah, I hope it continues to even more.
Me too. What else? What's baseball? Baseball's back.
I mean, we can talk about the men's.
Yeah, we can't talk about the men's.
I mean, we can a little bit, but baseball is back.
Let's dive in on the men's for a minute, and then we can
go into my bracket. My bracket's like RIP. It's done.
Oh yeah,
it
mine
just
too.
needs ripped up. Shred that thing. It is done. Don't even worry about it, guys. I was in 8th place. I was in 5th place and 8th place in 2 of my things. And don't worry, I am almost at the bottom now.
Yeah.
We were doing well until it went south real fast.
UConn is my only team left standing on my 68-year-olds printed out bracket over here.
Oh, yeah. We can't have those anymore because we'll get yelled at by men on the internet.
Old lady. Yeah, my Final Four was UConn, Houston, Arizona, Creighton.
I don't even remember who my Final Four was. Don't even ask me. I don't even know. I just know none of them are in it. So that's where I'm at. The worst part about it, though, this is just like a one-off story about my bracket. Like this pissed me off so bad. I'm in a bracket with people that I went to high school with. So there's like 300 people in it. And this guy does it every single year. He like texts us. We send our brackets. And he posted about it on Twitter. He said that I was in 8th place. I'm like, oh, it's only going to go downhill from here. So the next update, my high school ex-boyfriend is now in 1st place. And I moved all the way down to like 90 something. And we're both in the same tweet. And he's talking about it. I'm like, that just ruined my whole day. I did not need that.
No,
that was so unnecessary. Ouch.
No, that would be.
Yeah, I just saw both of our names on there. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, please don't do that to me. Thank you.
That would certainly push me over the edge.
Yeah.
Is that the
got crossed up by Joe Burrow?
Yes. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yep.
Of course. And now he's 1st place in our bracket. So congrats.
Sounds like he's better at picking basketball than playing basketball.
Sounds like it.
Just saying. I do have some thoughts on the Purdue thing. And
what's the Purdue thing?
Are Purdue they frauds? Thing. It's partially that. It's more. I was looking back at the comments on like the graphic of where we made our Final Four picks and stuff like that. And a lot of people in there when we first posted that was like, no Purdue in the Final Four, blah, blah, blah. And like, yes, we all were wrong because none of us had them. None of us.
Why should we?
Exactly. Why would we? After their recent history, just last year alone, what would make me want to pick them to go far in the tournament when they have proven otherwise? Good for them. They're playing really well. Yeah. Zach Edey is a freak.
Why does everybody hate him? I don't watch enough to know why everybody hates him.
What I have gathered is a lot of people just think he's tall. And that's why.
That's good enough for a lot of people.
I think that's what it boils down to. It's like, is he good or is he just tall? Like freakishly tall because he's like 7'4" or something like that. He's a monster.
But people will love the NC State guy. No hate to him. I think it's fun to watch him play basketball, but he's just like a tall, big guy too.
I think the difference with that is the way
he's not supposed to be drafted.
I don't know if it's so much that. It's just like the way DJ Burns plays, the way Donovan Clingan plays. Like they aren't the, what the hell is like the best way to say this? They're not the only scoring option on that team. They can facilitate too. They can do it all. I think when people look at Edey, they're just like, okay, all you got to do is dump it into the post. Just get it to him and he's going to go up. He's going to draw the foul, whatever, because he 28 fouls or 20 something fouls he drew the other day. And he didn't get a foul called on him until like 8 minutes left in the game.
I mean, that's what happens when you're tall though.
But that's what I'm saying. Like any of these, well, I don't know so much about Alabama, but the 3 of the Final Four teams have that big man that they can do that with. Just dump it into the post and get it tossed up for a layup or whatever. Hope he draws the foul. But they do more around him and he facilitates and he can do more than just that. Like Clingan, just as an example, because that's who I watch the most out of these guys, can execute the pick and roll. He can, pull defenders, leaving guys wide open on like the 3-point line, With Edie, I feel like it's just get it in, get it up, let's go home. But
he's going to be a top draft pick.
He's going to be. This isn't my opinion on him because I do think he's good. I don't think he's just tall. I think he's good. I don't think the whole player of the year thing is a lie or a mistake. He's not overrated in my eyes. But that's what I have come to believe is like the consensus reason on that. But I don't know. But then he said something about in his post game the other day. Said, I wish I could remember it exactly, but he went nuts, saying like how nobody expected us to be here, like the typical.
Well, I mean, stuff. Because they think that you were just frauds. So
yeah, and that's fine because when it comes to the tournament, yes, frauds.
Yeah,
but you're consistently like one of the best teams throughout the whole year.
Right?
Like
no one expected you to be there, but you're supposed to be there.
Give me a break.
You're supposed to be there.
Caitlin Clark said that last night too, and I had to do a double take.
What?
She was like, yeah, coming into the season, like because of everybody who lost, like nobody expected us to be here. I was like, what?
Okay, but I think that's everybody's like go-to though.
Yeah, which is fine.
Like Travis Kelce would say that too. Like it's everybody's.
If you need to make it up to like give you that extra boost, go ahead. That's totally cool. But if you're gonna say that, like, you have to expect me to be like, Are we sure? Are you sure? Because I saw the rankings going into the season, and everybody fully expected you to be here. So
and you are.
And you are. So that's that. I don't know. What else? Are we done with basketball?
I'm sad about my guy Jared McCain not making it.
Little TikTok boy.
Yeah, I love him. I'm like a big fan.
I had one of his videos after we talked about it last week. One of his videos came up and he was singing like he was in like the ice bath or something.
Yeah, he sings. He has a great voice, to be honest.
It was like the lip sync thing on TikTok. It was what the hell is the song? I don't know. It'll come to me. But it's a song from like when we were in high school that was super popular. A girly pop song.
Did you see his Sally Hansen?
No, is he getting a deal?
Yeah, he did a thing with Sally Hansen. He was like painting his nails and telling facts about himself. Really,
that's nice.
Great deal.
I think Tristan Cassis did that too. Maybe it wasn't directly for Sally Hansen, but like I remember the Red Sox posted something where he went to the nail salon and got his nails done, and it was like just a little fun conversation. That's cool. I'm glad. See, like, I'm glad these guys are. I'm glad they're doing that. So all of these little weirdos were like, "Oh my god, colored nails! You're so mean!" Like, shut up.
I could go on another 20 minutes about that, but we're not even going to go there because there's so much has happened. It'll go into each topic that we don't want to go down. So I'm not going to, but I do like his nails.
Yeah,
and I can't wait for him to go to the NBA.
I am pro men painting their nails.
Same.
So keep doing it. If you want to like give me color recs, I just got mine done. But if you want to give me color recs, like I'm open to it. So, okay.
Baseball.
No more basketball. Let's move on. Baseball.
Yeah, baseball time. Yeah, happy opening weekend. Your Red Sox were not bad.
Pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, the pitching was really good.
I admittedly did not watch a ton just because this weekend was busy. But when I could, I was checking in, seeing what was going on. Nick Pivetta is, I don't know if he's going full, like, this is a contract year and I'm just going to pitch my you-know-what's off and get all that money. If that's the mentality he wants to take for the rest of the season, all for it. I'll push the Nick Pivetta Cy Young narrative until the cows come home. They ended up, wasting that incredible start because they lost the game and it was just a mess. But yeah, opening the series against Seattle, I was nervous, which actually ironic wearing the sweatshirt.
Seattle.
Because they are a playoff team, a team that
they should be, but then they just
we expect them
doing it. Yeah,
we expect them to be. But I thought they did pretty well. And then last night, it was like a pitching masterclass, and I know they were all playing Oakland, so take that with.
But a win is a win, and Oakland's gonna win some games regardless. So
right,
win is win.
Right. So yeah, I'm okay. I'm in a good spot. I thought by now I was already gonna have a migraine
have a meltdown.
And be like, all right, baseball season. We got like 6 months of this. But I think I'm all right. I'm excited to see. I don't know, see what happens.
I could do without the Yankees' hot start.
Yeah. Yeah, but like.
But they usually start really, really good, and then it gets to a point where it goes
and then come
down fast.
End of June, beginning of July, they like just comes to a screeching halt.
Yeah,
somebody's gonna get hurt, unfortunately. But like that's just recent history. That's what happens. Somebody gets hurt, they're out for however long, a month and a half. They come back, and they're either fighting for playoff position or trying to fight to maintain that position. And then what they do in the postseason is what they do in the postseason.
No, I do like Juan Soto, though.
Ugh.
But I hate that
Brutal.
he is doing so well on the Yankees.
My only saving grace with that is like, I know he's not going to re-sign.
I don't know. You see him out there with Aaron Judge being all little buddies out there. I don't know.
I'm choosing to tell myself.
That might make him stay. I don't know. Sweeping the Astros to start the year.
I'm choosing to tell myself that he's not going to resign.
Yeah.
Where he'll go, I don't have the
it's not going to be
the idea.
To the Mets fans, I'm sorry to say this, but it's not going to be you guys. It's just not going to be.
No.
Also, like, if Mets fans, again, apologies. I'm really so sorry. But, like, what the hell? Win a game. Like, maybe just win. Have you watched anything from their games over the weekend?
I watched the argument, the fight. The fight. Really
the fight.
But I saw that. Which, you know.
It was funny.
Not the cleanest slide in the world.
No, for sure. Definitely wasn't.
Also not an innocent party on the other side in terms of arguing what is and is not a clean slide.
Yeah.
So let's just pick our battles better.
And then they threw at him and the guy got ejected and it was day 2.
I'm down for, hateful baseball. Like let's start some arguments.
Yeah, but I'm not down for throwing at someone's head.
No, don't throw at somebody's head. Let's know the boundaries here. Like, if you want to talk shit in the batter's box to the pitcher, let's do it. Let's do it. You want to argue with somebody as they're running the base paths? Cool.
Sure.
I'm down for that. But yeah, the throwing at somebody's head thing, I don't know. It's an automatic ejection. It should be. If it's... What's the thought process behind that? I just don't. I'm not totally sure, but boys will be boys.
I don't know. It was a mess.
You said there was another fight too?
Yeah, it wasn't really. It was really weird. It was Tampa and Toronto. I don't really know what happened. Someone slid into third, and they didn't know what happened. They got up and they just started shoving each other.
Yeah.
It's just, there was no purpose for that one.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. But playing in that stadium would make anybody a little angry. So.
It did seem like they had a decent showing for opening weekend down in Tampa.
Oh, they had these. Okay, so when we do this food thing, this is not going to be on there, but they have these, it's like cinnamon sugar pretzel bites in a baseball glove with like a cream cheese dipping sauce. And I don't like sweets, but I would like those.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I would go just for those.
Little, yeah.
And that was probably the best thing about their opening weekend. Like the White Sox, the best thing about their opening weekend was that Jack and Coke
milkshake
ice cream float. Oh no, the milkshake was good, but did you see the Jack and Coke float?
No, I saw the s'mores milkshake.
The s'mores milkshake looks good, but it's $12 and it's like this big Jack and Coke ice cream float.
Hell
and
yeah.
It looked so good. I could do that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely. I haven't had a Jack and Coke in a long time.
Me either, but like it sounds good with that ice cream.
That sounds really good. Mm-hmm. That sounds real good. That was like my go-to drink in college. A little sicko. With a little ice cream in it. That sounds really nice.
Mm-hmm.
One of these days we'll do a ballpark tour around the country, and we'll do a food tour. Yeah, because I want to try that mac and cheese hot dog, the crab one.
Oh yeah, that's really
Where's that?
Good.
Baltimore?
Yes.
Yeah.
That one's good, but what's better is the crab dip one. That one's better.
Listen, I'm down for just about anything, unless it's like bugs in Seattle. I'm not doing
that. those are actually like good.
I know you said it, and I watched you do it.
Yeah,
I don't think I can mentally get past like I'm eating crickets.
Yeah, that's not really doing anything to me. I'm like, it's just like crunchy, dried up. That's all it is. It's not like protein. Sure,
protein. Yeah. No, I don't know about that. Any other important baseball happenings?
The Pirates are undefeated. My Pittsburgh, I keep saying my Pittsburgh Pirates if I'm a fan of the team. But I've just been saying I think that they're going to be better than absolutely awful, which is what they've been recently.
Yeah. Good
start to the year.
They just dropped a hot dog that looks like the most incredible thing I've ever seen in my life, too.
Now that's a ballpark that you should go to.
I know.
Beautiful. The concourse of it is like a little outdated, but that's fine. The ballpark when you're in your seats, it's great.
Yeah.
It's one of the best.
Yeah.
When I lived in Pittsburgh, we would go for like $3.
Really?
They were bad. They're really bad. But yeah, it's fun.
That's like here I'm looking at, I know like I'm not going to be in town this weekend, but the Red Sox are playing the Angels this weekend. Normally I would go.
$6.
And even with Ohtani on the team, just to get in, $8. I don't even want to know what the getting in price is now without him, because it's probably going to be like $2.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand, I went to the Dodger game Friday night. Shout out FanDuel for getting me those tickets, because if it wasn't through them and like I wasn't making content while there and whatever, getting in the door would probably have been like $160 just to get in, which is bananas. And it was cold and like rained, and it was still that much. I watched Mookie Betts drill a first at-bat leadoff homer.
Did.
Teoscar Hernandez had 2 home runs in the game.
He's so good. Like Seattle's probably so, because he's having a great start to the year.
Completely forgot he was on the Dodgers. Saw him come up, and I was like, oh. And then it wasn't even his first one. It wasn't even like high fly ball, home run, blah, blah, blah. He cranked that thing, line drive out of the stadium. 2 seconds flat. And then I saw Shohei Ohtani. I got video.
The Max Muncy game, were you at that? Was that your game?
No.
Oh, okay. That was a great home run too.
No, I went Friday night. I was at the one where the pitcher had 11 strikeouts. That's the one I went to. I got video of Shohei Ohtani every single at bat, and it's either grounding into a double play or striking out.
Yeah, when I watched Ohtani play here last year, every single game it was bad. Like I don't even think he got a hit in 3 games.
Every time I've seen him,
so I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah. Every time I've seen him play in person, he's hit a home run, except for Friday night.
What? Oh, that's crazy.
Yep.
I wish.
was rough. But yeah, the Dodgers, I can confirm, pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. I don't know. I didn't really watch much baseball this weekend, so that's kind of
I watched
a
lot of games, but I was
What happened with your guards? How are they looking?
They're fine. I mean, they won 3 out of 4 against Oakland, but then they lost last night to Seattle. But I mean, they're fine.
Yeah.
Shane Bieber looked really good.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I'm like a resurgence of Shane Bieber. Okay, his fastball was up like at least 3 miles an hour from last season.
Okay, we'll take it.
So it's probably gonna get a little PEDS test, but it's okay. It's fine. I'm here for it. I'm here for Shane Bieber resurgence. He had like 11 strikeouts, I think.
I mean, 6 months ago you were saying trade him.
Yeah, I said he sucked.
I
said he's so bad. It's not working out. No, if we would have traded him and then he did that on opening day with another team, I would have been so pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was bad and now it's good. So hopefully everyone else is going to be good.
Fingers crossed.
Oh, and our manager got his first win against his former team. That was really cool.
Love that.
Yeah, he was like crying after the game, hugging everybody. And it seems like they really like him and respect him and like to play for him.
Yeah.
And it's probably nice to have someone young and excited about you playing. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Tito.
He's great, but you know, it's different when you first start. You're excited to be there. You're cheering everybody on. You're doing more than you would later on, probably.
Yeah, and he's not very far removed from being, out there,
Yeah, like they had an article that was walking Tristan McKenzie and Stephen Vogt through the last time like they played against her. Like Tristan pitched to him. Like they've played against each other.
So there you go.
Funny to see.
So
yeah.
Trying to think of anything else that I saw in Major League Baseball this week.
Phillies kind of looked like a mess, but that's
Bryce Harper just diving into the dugout.
Oh yeah.
Scary.
Let's not do that.
Please. The ball didn't even land close to him, right?
Mm-mm.
Cool. Okay. Sure, dude.
No.
What else? What the hell? I was just gonna say something about. I got nothing. Oh, aren't the Rangers and the Astros? Do they have a series coming up? Like today? I could have sworn they had an early series.
No, they're playing Toronto. The Astros are, I think.
Okay, so I was just about to say, because I see the Astros and the Rangers fans talking crap back and forth to each other. So
yeah, but that's
led me to believe.
I think it's because
to believe
that they're playing.
Yeah.
I think it's because that they lost all their games to the Yankees, got swept, and then the Rangers fans are just letting them have it after the Astros have been so good for so long, which I think the Astros are still going to be good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take those games as anything to be worried about for their season. So
1-4 start. The Yankees are 5-0. That's gross.
We're just going to hope that it doesn't last long.
Let's hope. Fingers crossed.
Okay. Do you want to do our food review?
Yeah. I want to see all these things because I looked this up at Dodger Stadium, new food, and I saw some things that I was excited to try. Couldn't find them anywhere. Oh, see, okay, here we go. Right up my alley.
Yeah. So we got a list of foods new to ballparks this season, and we're gonna go through them and say if we would try them or if we would like them, and if you guys would try and like them. So let us know.
I'm already looking at this, and I see Petco Park, and I'm sold.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
The food at Petco Park, I dream about these nachos that I had last year. Like that's how good they were. So
I would do the egg rolls. Would.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Don't even have to ask me twice.
Oh no, that's scary.
Extra
now this one is a
long.
little scary. Once you get XL going with a hot dog, it's a little scary. So I don't know if I'm in on the XL hot dog.
The toppings look fire though.
They do.
I'm not a big hot dog person.
I mean, I don't hate hot dogs.
Neither do I, but like, just give me a standard hot dog.
I can do toppings, but I just don't know about an XL hot dog. That's my only thing. That's terrifying.
Everything else in this picture also looks fantastic.
Good. Yes.
I don't know what any of it is. Those look like maybe in nachos, tater tots, something, tater nachos. Dog to bun ratio is awful. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
If we're gonna do like the extra long hot dog, I need the bun to be the same. Because then it's the bite ratio isn't proper.
I would try just out of curiosity.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, what's next? Ooh, dino rib.
Now, I don't know about that one.
Okay. Have you been to Coors Field?
No.
Okay. I have. There's this barbecue place that they have in the stadium that is so good to the point where I ran in there before they closed and I had them give me the rest of whatever they had of their pulled pork mac and cheese. That's how good it is. So if this is from the same place, I'm in. Although, kind of inconvenient to eat at a baseball game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do I get utensils? Like, what's the deal here?
Am I just sitting in my seat, just gnawing on the rib? Like,
yeah.
And then like a little side salad too. I'm like,
it's okay.
This is more of like a sit down thing, and like I just not too sure if this is
and like what if a baseball comes at you? What am I supposed to do?
Hit it with the bone.
Oh, okay, yeah, back into play.
Yeah, end up on the stat sheet. I would try it. I'm sure it's very good.
Yeah, it's just inconvenient for a baseball game.
Yeah, not practical for a baseball stadium.
Mets Championship Burger. This is a burger with lobster chunks and cheese on it.
Okay. First issue. The name.
Yeah, that's an issue in itself. Championship Burger, we could have tried something different. Because that's given me vibes that it's not going to be good. Because we're not getting championships. We're not even getting really playoffs. So,
yeah. First issues with the name. I love the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Lobster, I'm in all the time. You say lobster, I say yes.
What about baseball lobster?
That's okay.
That's a little different.
That's a little different. Also,
I would try it though. I mean, I'm going to try it.
When I think of Queens, New York, I don't think of lobster. Like there are a lot of other foods I would associate with Queens or just New York City in general. I'm not totally sure lobster is one of them. Like if the Red Sox did this, I would say, okay, this makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Or even the Orioles. No, more so the Red Sox. Orioles would do this with crab. Yeah. Which like concept, okay. But the patty looks a little funky.
I'd still try it though. I mean, yeah.
I would try it. I've got some not issues, but some things I'd like to discuss about it. Doesn't look bad though.
Oh,
now this. Okay. Now this.
No. I said I'm scared of an XL hot dog, but if we cut this thing up a little bit, I'll be in.
This is perfect.
Yeah.
This is perfect because it looks like when you get a normal hot dog, yeah, like the ends of the actual hot dog itself stick out. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
The bun to dog ratio is perfect. Pierogies on a hot dog.
Perfect.
Like, you put pierogies on anything and I'm going to try it.
Well, if you like pierogies, we got another one coming for you.
I'm excited. The little part of my heritage that's Polish, like it sees a pierogi and it goes woo woo. The only thing with this is like pickles probably wouldn't.
Oh, the pickles make it even better.
I'm not a pickle gal. Everything else, though, yeah.
Yeah. I would, but would need help is how I view this.
Yeah, this would be you buy it in the first inning, you finish it at the end of the game type thing. Like, you would need to pace yourself because this is a lot. A lot. There's pot roast on it, caramelized onion. Like, there is a ton on here. Wood.
I don't know about that one. I don't know about those little tater tots just sitting on there. Like, it seems like you could put those on the side.
Yeah. Am I supposed to take a bite of the hot dog and get a tater tot at the same time?
Well, like, so why? This is Milwaukee. Yeah, I feel like all those places in the Midwest have a lot of cheese things. Why don't you put like cheese curds on the hot dog?
Yeah, it just looks like there's 2 like Kraft singles slices.
Yeah, what? I don't know. No,
are those chicken tenders in there too, or on the side? Is that a chicken tender? Has to be.
I don't even know what that is.
That's too much.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a no.
A chicken finger nestled in there with the hot dog.
Oh,
cheese and tater tots for good measure.
No,
it's gonna be a no for me.
Nope, not doing that one.
It looks like something like you would buy a tray of tater tots and chicken fingers, and you would buy a hot dog, and you would sit in your seat and put them together yourself.
They just that's look like it looks like. All separate items. It's not very cohesive here.
Yeah. No, we'll pass.
Now this one is like a little wild. It sounds basic, but it's like one of those ice cream helmets with just cheese in it.
With cheese.
And you dip the burger in there.
The burger that already has cheese on it.
Yeah, I like the idea. The idea is fine, but that's a lot of cheese. It's a lot of cheese.
I like the idea. I think it could use some work, though.
Yeah, it could
I think dipping a cheeseburger into the nacho cheese. Like, the idea of having a handheld and dipping it. Yes. Totally. In the little mini helmet. I like it. What those 2 things actually are, though, I don't know if my brain immediately goes to a slider and nacho cheese.
Right. I would still try it, though.
Yeah. Still take those tomatoes off. But yeah, I'll do it. Just don't. Now we're talking. Now we're getting into the good stuff.
Campfire milkshake at Guaranteed Break Field. I don't think I would like it. I'm not gonna lie, guys.
But you're not big on sweets, so
I don't like sweets at all. So that's my main issue. There's only certain sweet items that I would like. I would like maybe like 3 sips of it, 2 to 3, and then I'm done. That would be fine.
I would like marshmallows. So
I do like marshmallows.
It's like the consistency of them for me. It just gives me the ick. But I love a chocolate milkshake. It's one of my favorite things in the entire world. French fries dipped in a chocolate milkshake.
Now that's good. I can do that because you got the French fry with
the salt. Yeah, crunchy, salty. Yeah, my only thing with this is like, do I want to slug a milkshake on a 90-degree day?
Yeah, I think it's a little too large.
That's gonna sit, and I'm gonna feel awful.
Yeah, it could be like half the size, I think, and then it would be perfect.
Yeah. But again, still would absolutely.
Well, I'm really proud that you like all these things.
Thank you. I know this is food is like a weird thing for me.
Now I like this one.
Now what is this?
And I really like this one, and I need to try this one. Where is it? Oh, it's at
Detroit.
Okay, I'm gonna drive there tomorrow, I guess, to get that thing. Wow.
Pierogi grilled cheese slider.
Like the pierogi itself looks great.
A toasted pierogi is so much better than a boiled.
Yeah.
That looks. Is there sauerkraut on there too?
Probably.
Is that what that is? Not really sure why grilled cheese appears in the name of these sliders at all, but let's just embrace it. Okay, wait a second. Now, what does that mean? On a slider with sauerkraut, Mornay sauce, which is cheese sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, Velveeta. So it's not a legit grilled cheese. It's just like a pierogi slider
with Velveeta cheese on there, which sounds great. Yeah,
I'm eating it.
100%.
I'm doing it. No.
I would do it. I would do it. Yeah, I would try. People say that pizza is like really good too. Isn't there like a big wait for that pizza? There's only so many per game.
I genuinely have
it's
no
like
idea.
really first come, first serve. I think so. And that looks good. I would do that.
What? Okay. Micah, can we scroll down? Can I read this description? What's on here? Odd pizza. Yep, that checks out. Thick, crispy sourdough crust. Okay.
That sounds
sourdough.
great. That sounds great.
Top
melted butter.
Shredded crab, melted butter. Okay.
Dill, lemon.
I'm sure it's really good. I just don't know if pizza is the right word here. I think that's what throws me off.
But it's like a Detroit
like a
pizza.
Sort of.
No, that's not flat.
No, you're right. You're right. It's more of a Detroit style.
Like a Detroit pizza, yeah.
Okay. I'll try it. I would try it. I don't really like sourdough. Maybe that's what is going to be like my hang up
That could
here.
do it.
Also, speaking of sourdough, have you seen this like trend on TikTok of people?
No, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want it's freaking me out.
Scary.
Those sourdough starters freak me out.
No.
Okay, what is this thing?
Fielder's Catch.
Okay.
Fair food at its finest. Okay, so this is going to clog your arteries in 5 seconds.
Fried oysters, sweet potato fries. What else we got on there?
Candied bacon.
And a spicy. Whoa. I would try that. Is it a little outrageous?
Yeah.
For sure. But I would like to try that, I think. Just like one bite.
Yeah. Fried oysters is a little iffy for me. Everything else, though, I'm down.
What's up with all the lobsters? Lobsters and crabs. That's crazy.
So this, I'm gonna completely just contradict myself here. The Mets makes more sense to have something lobster than Atlanta does. I know Georgia's got the coast and everything, but like Atlanta's over here and the Georgia coast is all the way over here.
Yeah, but I'm still trying it.
Still gonna do it. I mean, I might cry a little bit with the oysters. I hate oysters, eat fried or otherwise. I
like fried oysters. Regular oysters, they're okay. I can do, but you got to put a lot of juice on there, like some lemon and some other stuff. Now this one,
okay.
I don't think you're gonna like this one. I don't think that you're gonna like this one. I think you're actually gonna hate this one.
Just looking at it.
Okay, so it's a burger with blue cheese, crumbles, and buffalo aioli on a blue burger bun. And if you just had a regular burger bun on there, it's pretty appetizing, I would say.
Yeah, the blue,
but the blue is gonna throw a lot of people off.
It gives like mold, like it's a moldy bun.
It's like the Krabby Patties, but the bad ones or the good ones or whatever. You know, I'm talking Krabby Patties. I don't know. Yeah. I would so try that one, but I love blue cheese, so
I hate blue cheese. I hate it. Although buffalo aioli sounds fire.
That sounds great.
Would like that. Oh, there's bacon on it too. See, like if I could do this
without the blue
regular cheese instead of blue cheese, like just some nice melted American or like cheddar or something, totally down. Blue bun though. It's not doing it for me.
No, but I would do it. I might have to go to Kauffman Stadium to try.
So now is this just like food coloring in the dough and then we make the buns type thing? It has to be, right?
I mean, I'm gonna assume
what other way could we do this?
I'm going to assume that's how it's done.
Scary. Cute, like on trend, on brand with the team colors and stuff. Get that part.
It's good for like a photo to get people to try it too.
Yeah. Oh my god, did you try the blue burger? Yeah.
Oh,
I get that.
Here we go. Yeah.
Good little marketing strategy. Eye test alone though.
It's fine to me, I think. I don't know.
I might have to pass.
Yeah, I'm trying it, but I'm trying every single thing.
I'm pretty much doing that too. The only one on here that I was like, absolutely not. I talked myself into it.
The crab pizza? Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, next step. We got to go try all these foods.
Yeah, we'll just make a list. We'll have an itinerary. Someone send us on our way, and then we will rate them all for you guys.
Yeah, that'll be our once NBA, NHL playoffs are over.
Food time.
That'll be our summer plans. We'll just hit all the stadiums before football season.
Do a little Keith Lee baseball tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down. All right. Well,
we've yapped for far too long.
Sure have. Sure have. I am 0% packed for this weekend. So
you have time. So we'll get it together. But yeah, until then, we'll see you guys next Tuesday.
We got championship recap next Tuesday. Let's go Huskies.